We know millions of people were impacted by Hurricane Beryl's landfall last week, but have you ever thought about what happens to the animals at the Houston Zoo during natural disasters? This morning, we sent KPRC2 Mariah Ballard down to check out some of our four-legged friends at the zoo. And where are you at now, Mariah? You're with the giraffes?
Yes, we're having a great time out here in the Houston Zoo, Haley. We are at that giraffe enclosure. I don't know if you guys saw my article last week. We were talking about how our live stream cameras kind of saw a lot of water here, but since being out here this morning, the zoo experts have told us that that is intentional. Every enclosure is built intentionally for a reason, to get that water pushed out or to hold it in, for whenever the giraffes, they put them in their night beds, they put them away, but everything behind here is built for a reason, proper drainage and things like that. So we're back here with Mr. Ben Jones, who is joining us. Let's see if I can get your title correct without looking. Vice President of Conservation and Education.
Nailed it.
Awesome. We're here with Ben Jones. We're in front of the giraffes. Tell us a little bit about the structure of this enclosure.
You bet. Y'all, as you can see, we've got a giraffe barn in the back there, super strongly built to withhold winds of a storm. It's got sunlights across the top. It's got these giraffe-sized doors where the animals can go in and out. Then you can see the habitat here. It's got a great substrate of sand, similar to what they're used to out in the wild. It's got feeders that are elevated to help a giraffe mimic its natural feeding behaviors, stretching up, using the tongue muscles, using the neck. Also a watering area right in the back where you can't really see. It's kind of way out there, but it's down low. And this also is how giraffes drink. They're not drinking from up high, obviously. They're drinking in ponds down on the ground, having to splay those front legs wide open, and then lean down and drink from the ground.
Yeah.
So everything we do here is to mimic their behaviors and help them practice those behaviors that they would, just like they would in the wild.
So this video, this picture that we were seeing, we were so worried about you guys during the storm, because camera angles can kind of mess you up a little bit. They can be a little tricky. So how did you guys know that your animals were going to be safe, be okay during that flood? We thought that the water, somebody said the water was up to the giraffes' necks, and you guys were like, that is not what happened. Tell us a little bit about what we were seeing versus what was going on.
You bet. Well, we did have some flooding. So there was flooding on the campus, but we were going around clearing storm drains, letting that water drain off. The whole campus is designed for that. And also, we just are checking everything. It's all an intense plan, this emergency management plan. It's pages and pages of a document where we know exactly what we're supposed to do as the storm's approaching, 3 days out, 2 days out, 1 day out. Getting everybody ready, getting extra generators ordered, notifying our staff who's going to be riding out and spending the night here. About 70 people this time spent 2 nights here at the zoo. We've got a plan for food, got a plan for all of that. So, all the planning that's done is really careful, and zoo design is this whole field of its own. So all the slopes and the habitat design and everything, the way the animals interact with the habitats here are all a whole field all in and of itself.
So how long did it take for this enclosure to be able to open back up and have the giraffes come back out here and play in their favorite spot?
We got these giraffes out just days after the storm. Just once we were able to ensure everything was safe. No falling limbs, no dangling limbs, anything like that. We were able to get them right back out, and they were happy to be back out on habitat.
I mean, I've been looking. We have an ostrich. Let me introduce you to Agatha, the ostrich. This is our girl. She's the odd cousin, but she's here hanging out. And we also have a baby giraffe. Talk to us a little bit about how the babies are adapting. I mean, this was his first hurricane.
It sure was.
Was it?
And he sailed through it with flying colors.
Wow.
He did so great. Wildlife are so resilient. It's one of the most inspirational things about them to me. Just to see what they can take, what they can endure. And Tino rode out the storm with flying colors with his friend Agatha there. And the whole herd was really beautiful and did a great job. Everybody was nice and secure in the barn through the whole dangerous times when the high winds were blowing. And then when they came back out, you could tell they were excited to be out feeding and back out in the sunlight.
I think it's important that you said these animals are resistant. That's also how we feel about Houstonians. I mean, the Houston Zoo is such a major attraction. We're so happy that our giraffe friends are okay. okay, all of our animal friends out here.
Me
And
too.
man, the community is just excited to get things back to how they were.
So are
Bring
we.
those kids.
We just saw our visitors come in, had an amazing weekend. It's so great to see people back.
Yes.
And our animals love to see our guests too. So come out and visit and come out and share the love.
I love that. Well, we'll have more information on how you can get tickets. There's summer events that they're having down here at the Houston Zoo. I'll have all of that over at click2houston.com. Haley, I mean, these animals, just like Houstonians, resilient, they'll be okay.
Yeah, the Houston Zoo is such an important part of our city. So thank you for featuring that, Mariah. And speaking of the zoo, we've got a live look also at the elephant enclosure. This is the camera that you see go up during our meteorologist reports a lot of times. And the elephants are just not out and interacting quite as much as the giraffes were this morning, but quite a sight to see when you do go out there. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.